morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Rasheen Cherizal, and I am with my co-host,
Abby.
And here today is going to be more of a
philosophical.
No, I wanted to say it.
Philosophical.
A philosophical type of podcast today, and the fact that I couldn't even say the word correctly just shows how intelligent our conversation is going to be. So I just want to ask, Abby, like, what does it mean for someone, especially who's about to get a tattoo, making a permanent decision? What do you think that means? Like, what does that represent in their mindset?
I think it means that I feel like you're on a philosophical level. I just feel like that means someone wants something permanent for the rest of their life.
No. There's definitely a message behind the act, a meaning behind the act. You're just not thinking deep into it.
What were you thinking?
I think it means that they're a risk taker.
Maybe.
Because it's easy to make a decision, especially if you could take it back, right? If you can unmake that decision. It's easy to make a decision, like it's easy, but it's harder to make a decision and then live with that decision, especially if you don't like the decision you made.
Some people don't think about the future, like at all. They just fly by the seat of their pants and are spontaneous.
But tomorrow they're going to be feeling some type of regret.
Why would they have to feel regret?
Because if the decision wasn't the best one.
Well, hopefully if you're getting a tattoo, it's like something you really want,
Yeah, of course.
It's not like something you don't think about.
Again, what if someone makes that decision and they're not happy with it,
That's inevitable. Everyone makes decisions that can sometimes change.
Yeah, but then it's less inevitable if you're able to make the decision at hand. If you're able to make the decision rather than it's something that you're forced to pick.
What do you mean? Like someone's forcing you to get a tattoo?
No, not necessarily. This doesn't have to apply to a tattoo, but it could apply to life in general. You make big decisions, and then sometimes you regret the decisions you can no longer take back.
That's true.
But it's okay. I see you're still on a tattoo philosophical level. That means the epidermis.
What?
For my science geeks out there, you know what the epidermis is.
Do you even know what an epidermis is?
Of course I know what the epidermis is. I said it.
That doesn't mean you know what it is.
It's the top layer of your skin.
Okay.
Come on now. She must not know I'm finna graduate this semester. College, not high school. My next question is your body a canvas or is it already a finished product, a finished painting?
In my opinion or in general?
In your opinion.
I grew up pretty religious. So, like, growing up, my mom was always like, your body is a temple. Like, don't ever get tattoos. But I think, yeah, it can be a canvas. Like, even, like, how we were talking with, like, self-expression and, like, piercings or, like, I do my nails and, like, I'll do fun stuff and, like, switch it up. Like, I think it should be seen as, like, a canvas.
Yeah, I can definitely see that you got, like, 10 earrings. Me, on the other hand, I agree. I feel like your body is still a canvas because you could still shape your body and change it, whether or not it's like modifications made external, Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. There's really nothing more else to say. But a finished product, I don't know, bro. I don't think a person can ever be a finished product because they're always changing.
What do you mean?
And you're getting old, you're getting saggy.
I don't know. I've seen some older people with really cool tattoos.
I haven't.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I have. Which is crazy because some people are like, that's like their whole reasoning as to why they don't want to get tattoos because they're like, oh my God, when you're old, it's gonna not look as good. But I've seen some I've seen some senior citizens with some cool tattoos.
But if you're old, you really don't give a damn how you look at that point.
That's true too. I mean, your body is aging.
Yeah.
Like, you're really declining. Like, not even trying to be mean, but like, yeah, I think you should, like, when you're young, do what you want, express yourself how you want.
Absolutely. Just know when I'm in my 40s and 50s, though, I'm gonna still be, instead of declining, I'm gonna be elevated.
But that doesn't mean that your tattoos are necessarily gonna look bad. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're getting, but I don't know. Like I said, I've seen some older people with like cool tattoos, and that just tells me, like, you know what, they didn't care. Like, they probably did care, but I'm saying, like, they expressed themselves. Nothing was holding them back.
Yeah. Again, risk takers, you know. They're probably happy in life, huh?
I would be.
Shit. Who wouldn't? I want to be 80 years old with just a whole body attached. So when I walk around, they really can't see saggy skin. They just see.
Do you think people care too much about, like...
Yes.
Oh, so you think it's, like, not that serious?
Yes. What? What's not serious?
Like, caring about tattoos and, like, the whole stigma of, like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have those when you're older. Are you gonna want that on your body forever?
Not for me, but for some people it is, you know. My mom was tripping when I got this tattoo.
She got mad?
Yeah, but I told her in advance, so she couldn't be as mad when I did get it. Yeah.
She didn't like it?
Nah. She still don't like it.
What did she say?
She was just mad, you know, she's spazzing. She was like, she's gonna,
You didn't tell her to get one?
What?
I take it your parents don't have tattoos.
No. Nah. Not even my pops, and he's like, you know, he gets around town. I don't think that's the right term for this type of context, but y'all know what I mean. We getting too deep into family now. Let's go ahead and change.
Sorry.
The subject. I feel like I already asked this already, but like, do tattoos help people reclaim their story or identity? No, I definitely asked that already. So, Mark.
Have you? I think...
Yeah, I have. If you want to answer, go ahead.
I think it does. Personally.
In what way?
I don't know, like... If that's like a form of self-expression that they need. I feel like sometimes people get tattoos and it's like, wow, like that totally suits you. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or even like if someone's been through a lot, like that could reclaim their self, like, you know, one of my clients battled breast cancer and then she got like a tattoo like symbolizing her breast cancer. And she loves it. But she's not even like a tattoo girl. Like, but I think it represents like what she's been through, and like every time she looks at it, it serves as like a reminder that, you know,
right,
she's overcome that, and life is too short to worry about like tattoos and all this permanent stuff. Like, you know.
That's true. That's true. But I'm gonna come from this point of view. The events that you've been through are you, you know.
Oh yeah, it's your story.
But it's like, at the same time, I see what you're coming from. But I feel like even if she didn't get that tattoo, she still would be that person that defeated breast cancer.
Yeah, but like,
And in her mind, it's gonna be something constant too. Like, cause cancer is a big thing.
definitely.
It's like life changing. So you're always gonna remember that. Like, I'm pretty sure you remember the most embarrassing thing you did.
You remember a lot of stuff. You remember your achievements, your failures, like everything.
Exactly. So but that specifically is more memorable because your life is at risk. So I think she reclaims herself just through trials and tribulations, but I definitely could see like a tattoo amping that up. You know, like making someone be like, yeah, this is like a trophy for what I did.
Definitely. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
You know. Yeah. Have you ever seen Dexter? That's what he did.
No, but my sister loves Dexter.
The serial killer.
Like the show.
Yeah.
It's a show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never seen it.
It's a great show. He pretty much does the same thing when he casts a kid.
He tattoos them?
No, he doesn't tattoo them, but he keeps them like as a memory somewhere else.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. That's funny though.
I thought you meant he got a tattoo of like all his victims. I was like,
No,
that's
he-
kind of dark.
Did I say a piece of his victims?
You're saying he keeps like a piece of his.
Yeah, like maybe an
Oh.
earring
Oh.
or like a bow or like a shoelace. That's
A
definitely
little memorabilia.
huh?
Some memorabilia.
Memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard nobody ever say that.
Oh.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it is.
How do you spell that?
What's... Okay, we need to steer back on topic.
Of course.
Because now we're talking about Dexter memorabilia
But this is
of
for
his
folks,
victims.
This is for folks who don't know what memorabilia is.
I think you're the only person that doesn't know what memorabilia is.
No, you can't say that. Maybe I'll get that tattooed.
No.
Memorabilia, so I can remember the word. If y'all get what I said out there, you know, go ahead and put some laughing emojis in the comments for my little dad joke. Okay. How y'all doing in the comments? Go ahead, type. You having a good day or not? You know, and we're gonna shout you out in the next episode. We're gonna give you a follow on Instagram. Go ahead, put everything down. Put your Cash App down too. We might send you a little money. You know, so something you can remember is by. Speaking of memory, you know, if you were to get a tattoo, would you want someone like what would you want it to be so impressionable enough that someone remembers and like, damn, that tattoo was so cold after you're long gone?
Well, I think you should get a tattoo for you. There's gonna be people out there that like love your tattoos or hate them. That's just
Of course,
people having
but the
opinions.
people that do like it, would you want that to be the case?
I mean, I think everyone, ideally. Like, if I'm getting something permanently on my body and being like, I'm obsessed with this, I mean, that'd be a plus if, like, other people thought it was as cool as I did. But if they don't, then
You wouldn't care.
who cares? I think it's dope.
It wouldn't even seep into your mindset, and you'd be like, man, damn, maybe I should have came a little harder with this tattoo.
You know what we all talked about? Our group talked about if we get A on this project, we'll get a matching tattoo. But what did we get?
Oh, damn, that is true.
I don't think we've even talked about that.
Well, I already got what I'm thinking.
Oh, so that, like, vetoes you getting a
Exactly.
tattoo with
Now
us?
y'all
I don't
just
think
gotta
that...
get one.
I don't think it works like that. I think the idea was we all got a matching tattoo, but it's so funny though because everyone in the group I feel like has like different vibes. Like, what could symbolize this in a first tattoo, but like be cohesive with all four of us.
That's true.
I don't even think our group has talked about that.
We said A. We get an A. Right, that's what you said.
A team, but
If we get an
just an A.
A. No, I'm asking you if we get an A. That's when we get. I'll get a tattoo.
I don't know. We'd all have to come together. I mean, I guess I could get an A, but 3 of us out of the 4 have names that start with an A, so we're called the A team.
Yeah, man.
But Rasheem's just left out of this one.
But the reason why I'm still a part of the A is because I'm just such a stand-up guy.
Okay. Crickets. Crickets. Your mom's gonna hate you for that one. She's gonna be like, what's the A mean?
I'll just tell her, on my grades, she'll be happy.
Yeah, all A's. I guess the A can symbolize the grade we're about to get on this. Right, Miss Tyra? If we get an A, we'll get a tattoo of our letter grade. But only if it's an A, though, because...
All 3 of us. I mean, all 4 of us.
Don't feel pressure, but just know if we get an A, we might go ahead and tattoo that victory on ourselves.
I already got one, so let's go ahead and make this happen, you know? It's too late to go back.
It's like she gives us an A and then we get a tattoo and then she goes back in the grade book and changes it to like a B. That would be so mean.
Oh, shit. That would be hilarious.
That would be pretty foul.
I wouldn't even be mad at you. I could never be mad at you, Tyler.
That would be a story, though.
I could never be mad at you. Okay, that's another good question. Do you think in order for us to remember, you know, things, should it be marked on our skin? Or should it just be a memory that we have?
Wait, say that again, please?
Like, speaking of the cancer, I mean, your friend who just beat cancer. Like, do you think if we went through maybe something, triumph or failure, you know, or just a traumatic experience, you think it should be marked on your skin for the rest of your life for you to remember what it is that you went through?
I think that's totally up to the person. Because, like, what if you've been through something, like, super traumatic that you've overcome, but it's, like, not something that you're, like, loud and proud about? Like, I think that takes a lot of, like, internal, like, growth. And even if you've grown from it, like, some people still like to keep things very private.
Right.
So it's, like, it would come down to if that's something, like, a triumph you want other people to, like, be aware of. I think in the terms of cancer, I think that's an epic one. Like, if you beat cancer, like... that's really badass. More power to you if you want to like put that on your body and like, or even like people if they've been through like big surgeries, they'll get like tattoos to cover up the scarring, which is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I think that like tattoos are like really like interpersonal journeys. Like some things aren't meant to be understood, I think, and I think that's the beauty in like not really caring about other people's opinions.
I like that.
Well, it's true though, because it's like you shouldn't feel some type of way because someone got a tattoo that maybe you don't like. Like if that tattoo has deep meaning, or even if it doesn't have deep meaning and the person just resonates with whatever they're getting tattooed and they want that on them forever, like that's their story and it's their decision.
Man, you got a strong like personality. That's cool.
Me?
That's cool. Like your mindset, or at least from what I see at least, is like I like what I like and I don't give a fuck about who don't like. You know?
Well, I think that's the beauty in tattoos. Like if you're getting a tattoo, please let it be something you like, because I personally think it's a little corny if you're just like getting tattoos that you think other people are gonna like or that other people are gonna appreciate more than you, or to fit a certain type of aesthetic or look. I think if you're getting something on you permanently, it's because you like it, whether it has meaning or not. Like, even cooler if there's a story behind it. But if not, like, let it be something that you felt led to do. Don't let other people, like, I guess, what's the word? Don't let other people, like,
have influence over you.
yeah, influence you to, yeah, or other things influence you to go and get a tattoo. Because I feel like those are the people 9 times out of 10 that end up, like, regretting it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you're just getting a tattoo because it's, like, trendy, or because, like, I know I've brought it up before, like, in quarantine, I always saw on TikTok, like, I felt like in TikTok is when I started to see girls getting, like, heavily tatted, and it started going, like, viral. But it's so funny because now those girls that went viral, like, actually one of them in specific, I thought she was, which, don't get me wrong, her tattoos are beautiful and, like, they're all symmetric. So, like, if you were to print her out on a sheet of paper and fold her in half, all her tattoos would line up because everything she had done on the left side was mirrored on the right side from head to toe.
Oh no.
But it looked really cool. It looked really, really cool. But some of her tattoos were really trendy, and put all together, it looked nice. But I remember in COVID, like in quarantine, she was putting out so much content, and her TikTok was, like, popping because everyone loved her tats. Like, I feel like it's really common to see a guy get tatted up really heavily, but, like, and don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of females that are, like, super tatted up, but I think that helped her, like, in her content, because it's like, how often do you see, like, a young girl, like, with that many tattoos? But now it's like I really don't even see her talk about tattoos on her page. I ended up going to her page maybe, like, a few months ago. Now she's, like, a hairdresser, and, like, she doesn't really post content with tattoos as much. But those are still, like, very permanent. I just see her aesthetic changing now a lot from what it used to be back in, like, quarantine.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't like them. I'm not saying that I don't like them. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I guess that's more food for thought, because if you're getting a lot of tattoos in a stage of your life, I personally feel like people are constantly growing and changing. I think that's good for people to be constantly growing and changing. Like, do you want to look at yourself 5 years ago from today and be like, I've stayed the exact same? Like, that would be cool, but also at the same time, like, you want to grow. But what if your aesthetic or, like, personality just changes so differently from, like, what you were expressing 5 years ago? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
But, like, then what? Do you just get, like, do you start expressing yourself differently? Or do you love the parts of yourself that you made permanent and just keep going?
I think you just learn from your mistake, whether you think, you know.
But who deems it as a mistake?
It's whoever's opinion it is. It's all subjective, you know.
I think that's my fear when it comes to tattoos, is because, like, even though tattoos shouldn't be aesthetic, and, like, people say that, but, like, there is, like, you do care about the aesthetic of your tattoo, especially because it's, like, it's very visual and it's on your body forever. So that's why I think, like, if you're getting a tattoo, let it be, like, true to you and maybe not your, like, aesthetic, unless your aesthetic is, like, locked in. I feel like my aesthetic's, like, constantly changing over the years. So it's like, I would hate to get a tattoo and then, like, years from now be like, oh, this, like, completely doesn't even match my vibe anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, probably one of my biggest fears.
So your vibe is constantly changing.
Not even necessarily constantly changing. Like, it would just have to be a very fluid tattoo. You know? Like, it's true to me, not a phase I was in.
Right.
Like, so then no matter what phase I'm in, like, not even phase, but just however I want to express myself, like, it'll go with whatever, because I don't know, it's kind of silly that I'm talking about this, because you shouldn't even be thinking about if your tattoo, like, just goes with stuff. Like, it's on you permanently. So I don't know, do people with tattoos think like that? Do y'all even think about the aesthetic, or y'all just be getting them? As someone with no tattoos asking for a friend.
as someone with a tattoo now, I think I could speak from the stand.
He has one tattoo.
Two, actually. I got two. It's just looking to one because I got two separate. Y'all don't need to know all of that, though. But, I mean, actually, y'all should because this is the tattoo.
You got
podcast.
two? I thought you just got one.
No, I got two done.
I thought you had 2 sessions.
It was two. Because the first one was one by itself and I had the other one connected. I mean, regardless, this is more than really one tattoo. If you really count how much tattoos on my arm we got, it's about like over 100, to be honest. I really don't even know, how does that even work? Like when people be like, I got 20 tattoos on my body, do they count a sleeve as one?
Well, I think it depends because sometimes people get like tattoos on their arm and then they get like fillers to make it into a sleeve. Like a bunch of people will get like patchwork tattoos and then like they're like, oh, my arm's like basically full, like let me do filler and like make it a sleeve.
Yeah.
But then some people go like you did with like a whole sleeve, like you sought out a sleeve.
So that's one.
I would say that's one.
So that's not two.
No, just because you had 2 sessions. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's just getting nitpicky with it. I feel like I'd be like, yeah, this is my sleeve.
Half a sleeve.
Half a sleeve.
For me to have one tattoo and half of my arm is done, it's kind of crazy to say. I just have one tattoo.
Well, it's not necessarily one tattoo. You have a sleeve.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how does that even work? Like, how would you say I have over 100 tattoos on my body if you damn near got a sleeve done at one time?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, folks be like, I got 1,000 tattoos on my body, and the whole body is one sleeve. How does that work? Do they count how many sessions that they do, or how many singular tattoos that they have, or like a concept of a piece? Like, how does that work? Then you should interview your brother and ask him.
My brother has a lot of tattoos, but I don't think he would necessarily like say I have a sleeve. I don't think he necessarily does have a sleeve now that I'm thinking about it. I just think he has a lot of different tattoos on his arm.
So it's like
others may deem that as a sleeve, but he didn't go in to get like his whole arm done. Like that was accumulated like over time.
Oh, so he just has like a lot of pieces on his arm. But it's not necessarily one piece.
No.
Or pieces that connect to each other.
He may have gotten them like connected over time. Like that's what I'm saying. You can like go and get filler done on your tattoos to make all your different tattoos cohesive in a sleeve. But does that mean that you went in and got like you, when you booked your appointment, you went in with the game plan to get a sleeve? And he tattooed as much as he could in a session that you booked?
No, I just got I booked 2 different sessions.
Oh.
Yeah. I did one with one person and another one with another person. I cheated on my
And which experience was better? Artistry aside, which experience was better?
Both was the same. It's like going to the doctor, you know.
Going to the doctor?
You can't really unless the doctor give you some type of candy or some shit, like you can't really like be like I like this doctor visit more than the other.
I think you definitely can.
Shit, not me.
I mean, that's my job. Like I provide a service, so if people come to me, obviously I have like competition. There's other girls that do what I do. I do lashes, you guys. But I think there is like, yeah, people take an experience into consideration.
Well, shit. They was both damn near the same. It wasn't really that much difference. The only difference was just the level of pain.
Well.
But that also has to do with location of the tattoo, where it is on your body. So, it's always going to vary. But I feel like in that sense, the easiest way to put it would be like or for you to figure that out is like the results. Like what results you like more. and then that would determine the experience.
I mean, that definitely plays a part into it. I've definitely had like I said, I don't have any tattoos, but I've definitely gone and like had a service done, and maybe I wasn't satisfied with like the quality of work, but like the service experience as a whole was nice, or vice versa. Maybe like the service experience wasn't nice, but like the service I got done was great, so I will be going back.
You know,
There's pros and cons.
There's a lot of conversation when you do that, right? Especially in your field. Do you talk to them a lot, or you just be doing your work?
Some girls don't. I mean, some people don't want to talk.
You can't even put no TV on for them, huh?
I play music. Some girls come in, they want to listen to a podcast. Some girls come in, they just want to have their headphones in. Some girls come in, they want to vent, and I'll listen. Some people come in, and that's like the only downtime they get because they have kids and stuff. So I get if you want to take a little nap or like relax, like you're paying for a service. So same thing with tattoos, I'm sure. I'm sure you have people that are like, they want to be silent the whole time. Some people want to get their mind off the sensation of their skin being tattooed, so they want to talk. Some people want to be on their phone. Like, also the vibes of tattoo shops are different. Some of them are probably quiet. Some of them got music. Some of them are in a very aesthetic place. Some of them are probably out of people's house. Like,
yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. It's like, yeah, different aesthetics, different things that they provide. But in my case, I'm only speaking from experience. It was damn near the same. It was damn near the same. It was not. I was not in that chair like, damn. I like this in this bitch. Maybe like how something looked. It looked nice. It was appealing to look at. But I don't know, man. Maybe you.
you don't think guys? I think everyone takes that into account.
Of course. But at the same time, like, boom, let me set you a scenario, right? This vibe of one place is just appealing to you. Like, you love it. You love going there, right? Because of just the vibe of the area. But then somewhere else just has better product, like better services. Like, they do your hair the best.
Yeah.
In this area, they do cool, they do it good, but it's like the vibe is just immaculate. Where you going? Which one you choosing and picking?
I think it really depends. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Depends on
if
what,
you do
though.
like maybe below par level work, but your setting is like immaculate, that might bring more people back. But I'm not too good to go to like maybe a little less of an environment to get the service I want done the way I want it. So I think that comes down to like other people. And you know, it's crazy because like I've even have girls like come get their lashes done and they'll tell you about like their past experience with other lash techs. And they'll be like, oh my God, like her environment, she worked in like a salon and it was so beautiful, but I didn't love her work. Or like, you know, maybe she did great work, but the environment was just like a hot mess. So that was their deciding factor. Everyone is completely different. Me personally, I do not mind where I'm going as long as what I get done is executed correctly. Personally.
So what if it's not? What are you gonna do? Like, say you go get a tattoo and you don't like the way it looks out. What are you gonna do?
See, that's another thing I'm scared of too, because I like to draw and like do art in my free time. And I think one of my biggest, this is probably like my biggest indecisiveness when it comes to tattoos. It's like, I really would want to seek out a tattoo artist that can definitely easily do what I want done. Because if it's not executed correctly, like let's say, which this is so stupid because it's like inevitable, but I think it's just like artist's eye. Like if one of the lines was maybe like crooked or there was like a little part that wasn't shaded in completely, if I can like see that, that's gonna bother me. But then not necessarily bother me, like I'm sure I'd get over it, but those are like little things that I would pick out. I'm sure other people pick that out too, but I don't know. I don't think I'm crazy for that.
Probably not. You know, you pay attention to details, correct?
Yeah, I do.
Probably what it is. It would bug me too, you know. I mean, it does bug me. Like when I go get a haircut and I feel like my line is not perfect, I start to overanalyze it. I'm like, man, this shit fucked up. When really in reality, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm overanalyzing because I think I could do. Well, I don't think I could do better, but it's just like I've seen it in it.
You've seen it better.
Right.
Or like you've envisioned it a certain way.
Right.
That's okay. So do you think it's good to go into a tattoo appointment with like high expectations? I think it is because it's something so permanent and you're paying a lot of money for it.
Yeah.
But also with anything with high expectations runs the risk of disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
So like at what point are your standards too high? I think it just comes with like being knowledgeable about where you're going and what the artist is capable of.
Right.
Because I think that if they reassure you with what you're wanting, like, you should feel comfortable knowing that they can execute whatever you want done.
I agree. Again. I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what I was finna say. I had something to say, but I forgot. Fucking, we gonna ride. And I'm sorry, Miss Burton, for this sailor mouth.
Yeah, Rashim's been cursing a lot in this episode.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I need to chill. I need to read a Bible verse every time I come here. Ooh, this is a good question. If your skin could tell the story without having a tattoo, what would it be?
Whoa, what do you mean?
Like, if your skin could tell the story, like, boom, having a scar or
Eczema.
mole,
I'm just kidding.
pimples,
Eczema is not for the weak, y'all.
cyst, rashes. Like,
Wait, what do you mean?
what would you want your body to tell a story if you couldn't have a tattoo? Like, in what way? How? Or what story?
I don't know how. I guess like what you said, scars can be like or like birthmarks maybe?
I'm not gonna lie, I want a scar on my face.
What?
Like another one. Because I have one right here, but it's not big enough.
I don't want a scar on my face, you guys.
I want something that's like gonna be like either right here, down just like diagonally down my face, or right here on the side of my face. That'd be tough. I'm not, because I'm looking at this one. Is it on this eye?
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, I fuck with that tattoo. I like it. But you wouldn't have one.
Have one what? But that also goes hand in hand with like piercings, kind of.
Yeah.
I do like piercings, y'all.
She got 10 of them, as I said.
My ears are only so big. I don't think I can put much more on my ears.
You could.
I probably could, but
You could do the whole.
at what point does it look too
What's it
much? Oh.
The trachea.
I actually can't. Your trachea is your throat. Rashim needs to take an anatomy class. I think he's talking about the cartilage, y'all.
I think the reason why I said trachea is because it just came out.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
Just naturally came out. I'm thinking like this must would be the trachea. I'm a little slow, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
Laugh in the comments if y'all have to, but just know I'm reporting your pages.
No, he's not.
I'm finding y'all pages and I'm reporting them.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. I would get a nose piercing, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that would hurt. And I feel like
Wait, so now that you've had a tattoo, do you have any others that you're like, because you made a comment saying, now I'm going to be addicted. What's next?
something right below my collarbone.
Saying?
It's gonna be in a different language, but it's gonna be stereotypical.
Mm.
It's gonna be a scripture.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be like with thorns around it, like around the word. Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool. But I don't want it too big. I want it like small, like Times New Roman 12 font.
That's tiny.
Think so?
Yeah.
If you do Times New Roman, New font, you could. It'd be like something not too crazy, not too crazy big. Maybe 14 font, but I don't want it crazy big because I feel like that look ugly. You know, it's not really around the collarbone. It's just, oh, that bitch, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Maybe.
No, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
He seems scared.
No, I'm just
Are you
thinking.
second guessing?
I'm thinking because like every time the razor came across my bone, like made contact with my bone, that's when it hurt the most. Like again, I'm gonna paint a picture for y'all who don't have any tattoos. At least to me, this is what it felt like. When it's on anything with flesh, the pain is not bad. It's like a 3 or a 4. You know, it just feels like a pen.
I love how he's talking as if he's like so experienced.
2 sessions is experience.
Oh my gosh.
She's trying to downplay my level in this game. You know, haters, you just throw them to the side and you continue to talk. So like it's just like a pen scraping your skin, right? Boom, nothing too crazy. Just a pen scraping your skin, but when it reaches the bone.
Where did he hit the bone on your tattoo?
Right here.
Oh, your wrist.
Yeah, bro. That junk feels like
Pain.
bro. Bro. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you see how I was able to explain
It probably just feels very uncomfortable. It probably feels exactly like what you'd envision it to feel like. I don't think that seems very comfortable.
So what would you think it feels like?
Pain.
1 through 10.
I don't know.
Just envision.
Because I've never had something like...
You had piercings.
Yeah, but they don't hit bone at all. And then it's like a quick one and done, like a puncture.
But you had one in your mouth.
What does that have to do with the bone?
I feel like that's more tender.
This one really didn't even hurt that bad.
It didn't?
The clamp hurt more than the piercing.
What is
Like
a clamp?
when they clamp you before they pierce you. And then my tongue was just swollen. I got my tongue pierced for my birthday, you guys. That was probably the most annoying part.
You still have it?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't take it out?
I know, I almost took it out, you guys.
She was talking with a list, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, because... I don't know. I honestly probably should do more research before I go places. But I just have this mindset of, like, if I want something done, I'm going to go get it. Point blank, period.
Get it, yeah.
But I also am, like, kind of, like, throw caution to the wind sometimes. Because the person I got my tongue piercing from is, like, a tattoo and piercer that I'm, like, mutual friends with on Instagram for, like, a long time. So I knew they were going to hook me up with the piercing I wanted. Because not a lot of places do your, like... tongue web anymore. I was like calling tattoo shops, none of them do it no more.
Why?
Because apparently there's like a lot of issues with it. But long story short, the guy I went to, no hate, he was cool, and I'm glad I got the piercing done. But like, he really didn't tell me nothing about the healing process. I didn't know my tongue was gonna swell up. Like, I got it done before my birthday, and then I couldn't even eat like food that I wanted to on my birthday because the healing process just took way longer than expected. Like, I was Googling everything, WebMDing everything. Like, I probably just should have went, I don't know, maybe asked a little more questions, but now it's healed. I like it.
That's good.
But yeah, as far as like, I don't know what the pain would feel like if you're getting a tattoo over like thin skin or like somewhere sensitive, but...
But it didn't hurt, did it?
What? My piercing?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that bad.
What was the pain?
Maybe like a 5.
Okay.
But it's so short.
So, have you ever got punched before?
No, I've never gotten punched before. What? These are crazy questions.
Okay, let me figure out something else here. Have you ever hit your shin against
Oh, all the time.
like what's the thing called? Or
It's just a different kind of pain.
So what would you rate that pain?
Hitting my shin?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that happens so much. I don't know. Everyone's pain tolerance is different too.
We talking about you.
I don't know. I'm clumsy, you guys. So if I like stub my toe or hit my shin, it just kind of depends on how hard you hit it. I don't know. This is so like linear. What are we talking about?
Like you walking into a kitchen, not a kitchen. You walking into the living room and then you hit your shin against the little table. What is the pain? What's the pain in your mind?
I don't know. Maybe like a 4, 5.
4, 5. No,
Yeah.
You must like pain.
No, that's just so different. Like if I'm going to get a tattoo, I know that there's going to be pain coming with that.
Yeah.
But I know that the outcome I'm going to be excited about. If I just stub my toe, that's like unexpected and there is no benefit at all.
Right.
You just hit your toe for nothing.
Pain is pain. It don't matter what you
What are
getting
we talking
from it.
about?
Pain is pain.
He's taking us on a tangent, you guys.
But so put in the comments, is pain not just pain? No matter what you getting done, pain is pain.
Yeah, but you're enduring pain for something. An epic tattoo.
But some people can't even do that.
That's true.
So pain is pain regardless.
But I think people that have very low pain tolerance like know their limits.
You would think so.
Yeah.
But some people are usually more scared about the idea of feeling pain rather than pain itself. So, I guess it's subjective. Again, I have to agree with her.
Well, you guys,
This is about the end. You know, I'm sad to end this, y'all, because you know I feel like it was, you know, like we were all just
chatting.
not even chatting. It was like we're really reading each other's mind. You know, like I'm thinking about what y'all thinking right now. That's how close we is. You know, I know y'all driving home. Yeah, y'all be safe. Okay, don't be speeding. But anyways, thank you for tuning in Beyond the Ink episode.
Go get that tattoo you've been wanting, you guys.
Yeah, stop being scary. Stop being like Abby.
Yeah, don't be like me.
Not at all.
Go get the tat.
And don't like it. Don't matter who like it or who don't like it, as Abby said.
Have no regrets.
Be like her in that sense.
No regrets.
At all. And you are now gone. What'd you say in the beginning? Beyond the ink.
Beyond the ink.
Say,
We were testing the mic, you guys.
She's gonna say before we leave.
Beyond the ink, ink, ink.
So we should